Jerry James Stone, and you're watching a Cooking Stone Quick Tip. I'm going to show you how to properly de-stem kale. Now, there's a lot of ways that you can do it, but those would be wrong, so stay tuned. So let's talk about de-stemming kale. So there's a couple different ways that people de-stem kale, and I'm going to show you why they don't work. So one of the things I often see is like people will take it and just peel the leaves right off. The problem is that, you know, just like you, bugs also love kale, and so you get these little holes. You see that right there where I'm sticking my finger through? So I don't know why that feels dirty, but yeah, so I'm fingering the kale. And anyway, so these types of holes, so like when you try to like tear the kale off, a lot of times, you know, these little holes are not, I mean, this one's rather large, but there's tiny ones throughout here. There's one right there, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's a little tiny hole. And so when you try to tear it off the stem, it just doesn't work because it ends up shredding it. And depending on how you want to use the kale, like you could use this whole entire leaf. But if you have little pieces from it, then it makes that leaf useless. So do not just rip it off. That's one way that I see people do it. The other way is I see people will take a knife and try to slice it down like that. But you know, the thing that works best is this. So fold the kale in half and kind of hold it down there. And then what you do is you just align your knife with the kale, with the stalk. You know, you have a nice butcher knife there. It doesn't take much. You know, so you just kind of slice it right through. And then you get this whole entire large leaf. And so you just do that until the whole thing is cut. It's really super simple. You can do it super fast. It makes going through a bunch of kale leaves rather easy. And then you have this whole stalk, which very little left on, and 2 giant kale leaves that you can chop or slice or do whatever with.